Welcome to Sailor D's Toys and Collectibles. Today we are going to look at the outer Senshi from the SH Figuarts toy line. From left to right, we've got Sailor Saturn, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Chibi Moon, and Sailor Pluto. So let's just get right into this one and start with Sailor Saturn on the left. So first thing, let's look inside her box here. On the front, same as the inner Senshi, we've got the Sailor Soldier over here, Sailor Saturn written right there, the window box, the toy sticker, 20th anniversary logo, SH Figuarts, Bandai, side box art. Back showing some different faces and different poses you can do with Sailor Saturn. And on the top, Sailor Saturn SH Figuarts. And let's open her up. So this is where she normally would be standing. So on the left she comes with just a nice, happy, relaxed face, her eyes closed, and a very serious Saturn. And her hands come on 4 little pedestals for easy storage, and that's all she really came with. So I'll have a closer look at her stand with her symbol on it, just like all the other ones. I currently have her silence glaive in her hands. I can't really imagine Sailor Saturn without it, so that's why I pose her with that. She's pretty standard size. She's scaled to the Sailor Soldiers, which is really cool. She's really easy to pose, just like the other ones. But where she is a little smaller, I find her a little easier to pose than some of the others. There we go. And next we will go to Sailor Neptune. On the front, same artwork as the rest, only with Sailor Neptune. Sailor Neptune written on the side there. Bandai, Tamashii Nations, Toei sticker down there. 20th anniversary logo, and on the side there's her with her mirror, her with another face, and the same kind of art that's up here, only with Sailor Neptune. So it's in her box. She would of course be stored here. Her mirror would go over here, but I have her on my character. These hands here, you can plop her shoulders off and actually put her crossing her hands like that. I don't have her like that now, obviously. And again, the pedestal of hands, and an extra set of hands right there that's just her praying. And those are her faces, her attack face, her happy face, and one with her eyes closed. And here she is. So I have her holding her mirror there right now. Her stand, Sailor Neptune, heart base. She is taller than Hotaru, Sailor Saturn. She is older than her, obviously. The mirror isn't actually a mirror, but it is a really nice reflective surface. Really easy to hold. Her head doesn't move as easily as some of the other ones. Her hair does get in the way a little bit. It's down really well. Doesn't look up very well. Metallic green paint, blue metallic paint on her bows, much like the rest of them. She does feel a little more solid though. She was among the later releases, and it seems like they got at some of the kinks with her. So next would be Sailor Uranus. So let's have a closer look at her box before anything else. Uranus on the left, Sailor Uranus in writing on the right, 20th anniversary logo, Toei sticker, Bandai Tamashii Nations, Choking Hazard. A little different artwork there. A little bit of artwork there. On the back. Then we have this. This one does come with an extra face for Sailor Moon, which is really cool. So if you have a Sailor Moon and you collect Uranus, you do get that face for her, which is really cute. Alright, let's open that up. Alright, first she does come with crossing arms, just like the Sailor Neptune figure, and she comes with a really large assortment of hands on her pedestal. Right there we've got the face that goes with Sailor Moon, and there we've got Uranus looking to the side, Uranus's world shaking face, and just her smiling. She comes with her sword as well, which I have displayed with her, and that's where she would normally be sitting in the box. Let's have a closer look at this figure. First, her stand. Sailor Uranus and the Uranus symbol. Same heart-shaped base. With this one, she's actually among the tallest of the figures, which is really cool. She feels really more solid in her legs than some of the other ones. Same type of paint job, the blue metallic there. Blue metallic boots. She comes with her space sword right here, which is really cool. I mean, I collect a lot of Sailor Moon items, but my favorites are the Figuarts. One weird thing about Uranus that I will mention that is different from all the other Figuarts that I have is that this here happens right here. If you move this around too much, she comes disjointed on her arm quite easily, and that is a separate piece. But if you're used to that and you're aware of that with this figure, it takes away some of the stress of the figure coming unjointed. Just be aware of that. This is the only one that does it. Other than that, she is a perfect Sailor Uranus figure, and I do love having her in my collection. And the next one that was released was Sailor Chibi Moon. She came much later than all of the other ones. So first let's look at her box. Hers was unique in the sense that it's very little in comparison. It's very, very little. On this one I have the gold Toei sticker because I did order this one from Japan. I wanted it right away when it came out. The 20th anniversary logo over here, SH Figuarts, Bandai, Sailor Chibi Moon, and Sailor Chibi Moon art there. On the side. And on the back there is just her poses. She comes with her little wand right there, which I have her posed with. Some different faces. And her little face up here. She was actually the cheapest one out of all of them. And I do think it was because of her size, obviously. Alright. she comes with a different set of bangs. These bangs do not have the feathers in her hair, because she did get those mid-season, in the 3rd season. Her little wand goes right here, and the faces that she comes with are Happy Chibi Moon, Really Intense Chibi Moon, and a little Angry Chibi Moon. Her hands are not on a base, however, they are just individually packed in there. And she would be right here. So let's have a close look at her. First, again, Sailor Chibi Moon's stand. Same heart base as everybody else, just a little different Chibi Moon in pink. And there she is. You can see how tiny she is in comparison to everybody else. She fits in the palm of your hand. I have her wand in her hand. One thing that's different about her joints is that they are not swivel jointed, they are just ball point. So you do not get the same amount of articulation with her wrists like the others, but it's okay. Metallic-y pink paint there. Her tiny little legs. This is the best Chibi Moon figure I've ever seen, to be honest. In the last 25 years, this is probably the best action figure you would ever get of Chibi Moon. For something so tiny, it is really, really accurate to how she would look on screen. And next to Uranus, of course, she's really tiny. Next we have Sailor Pluto. She was the last one to be released out of the Outer Senshi, and she was a Bandai, premium Bandai exclusive. So she was definitely the hardest one for me to get. She was really expensive, and I could only get her shipped from Japan, so she is a little more special than some of the other ones, and I do not have doubles of her for that reason. So let's look at the outside box first. Artwork there, Sailor Pluto written right there, Toei sticker there, Bandai Tamashii Nation, Sailor Moon 20th Anniversary logo there. Her figure posed on the side there. And over on this way. Some of the artwork on the back of the box. And on the top there. Really pretty. So I'll open this up. This figure didn't come with a lot. It came with 3 different faces. Just very plain. Her dead scream face, and her with her eyes closed. And she does have a pedestal of hands, but it's just a few different sets of hands, nothing really special. And her staff goes in here, and she would be placed in here. So let's look at her a little closer. Her hair is a different plastic from the other ones. It's just a long molded piece of plastic. It's sharper. It doesn't have that rubbery texture that Mars and Venus has. It's just one solid plate, which is kind of cool. I have her staff right there, and this actually comes off so that you can display it in her hand, but see, it comes off pretty easily. And then the other piece comes off there as well. I can really easily show you. See? Just comes off like that. So she is among one of the taller figures. I guess in the anime she would be one of the oldest ones as well. She has her bun on the top. The paint job on her hair is really good. I know I just complained about it, but the paint and the colors that they chose for that really, really stand out. It's got her olivey color paint job there. It's the same metallic finish as the others. And her bronzy red bows. And her red jewel. They did a really good job on this one. It's unfortunate that she was really hard to get, though. I know there's a lot of people out there that wanted her and didn't get her, or, you know, the price for her was more than the others as well. And that is Sailor Pluto. So there we have it again. Another video done. Again, that was Sailor Saturn, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Chibi Moon, and Sailor Pluto, and they were the outer Senshi that were released with the SH Figuarts, and that is my cat Cleopatra. So if you like what you see here today and you want to see more in the future, hit like, subscribe, and I will see you again. Have a great day.